Hello, good afternoon. This is Melissa Gonzalez. I am the proud principal of Lorenzo de Zavala in West Dallas. We are a pre-K 3 through 6th grade campus. We have roughly 484 students and we love them all. We have a Montessori track within our campus, and our campus focuses, all of our classes focus on delivering differentiated, high quality instruction. So your kiddos are in great hands with us. Also, we do that through a social emotional learning because we want to focus on the whole child because we know that it's important to have academic and social emotional. I want you to know that our DZ staff is dedicated and is continuously trained to have students' best interest in mind. So that is us at LDZ. Just know that we miss you, we love you, and hope you are safe. Thank you so much for being here with us. And I am introducing my executive director, I believe, Dr. Elena Hill.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. It is a treat to be able to attend our community meeting to give you all updates on the bond work that's going to be happening at Zavala. We are very excited about the work that's going to be happening and how it's just going to really make a greater environment for our kids. And so just welcome to everyone. Do appreciate you being here to get these important updates. And with that, I'm going to kick it back over to the team. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Katie Lenahan. I'm working as the design manager on this project, and I would like to introduce Mr. Michael Johnson from JMA Johnson Architects. He's going to present the design solution for Lorenzo de Zavala Elementary School.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate it. Hopefully everyone is enjoying the evening. I'll go ahead and get started. On the screen now, you see what we have is the progress for the 2015 bond program for Zavala. I'll go through my second slide here. The contents we'll be reviewing information from the long-range master plan, along with what the project renovation scope includes. We'll go over the site plan, roofing plan, and the renovation plans. And we'll also review some of the interior and exterior renovation design issues that we have, that we've designed. For the interior upgrades, we will be replacing the vinyl composition floor tiles, primarily in the corridors. We will be replacing the ceiling tiles and grid in the corridors in some of the classrooms. We will be replacing the interior classroom fluorescent lighting. We'll replace it with LED lighting. We'll install a new fire alarm and new camera security systems. And we'll also create a new secure front vestibule, which we'll show a slide of that in a moment. For the exterior upgrades, we will install a new modified bitumen roof. The existing roof will completely be replaced. And so we'll end up with a totally new roof. You will be replacing and get new HVAC rooftop units. We'll be painting the doors and window frames. We'll be painting and repairing the broken stucco on the exterior of the building. We'll be installing a new electronic marquee sign, and we will install a new plaza with graphic letters. I would like to add to that, we are getting that reviewed with the city. Right now, we'll have to file a variance for the plaza for the graphics that will be going there. The slide here starts out this overall site plan from an aerial view of the campus. On the left of your screen is the west entry, which is from North Winnetka At the top of the screen is Noma Street, which represents the north part of the campus. And on the right-hand side is Conroe Street. The slide itself, when you look at it, it's an aerial. Where the lightly colored green area, that's the original campus building built in, I believe, in 1979. And the green area represents that we'll be completely getting a new roof on that area. The area that's yellow in color with the symbol 2 on it, that's the addition, the classroom addition that was done back in 1989. I think primarily the kindergarten wing is over in that area. And then to the lower left of the screen, the number 3 is the Anita Martinez Rec Center. It shares the campus. That's a City of Dallas owned facility, and it shares the campus with Zavala. Our next slide is of the flooring plan. It shows the overall classrooms of the campus. The colors in orange represents the areas of the vinyl composition tile that will be replaced. The areas in blue represents primarily the entry points to the school, and we propose to replace the tile there with terrazzo flooring. This graphic here is an interior shot looking out of the corridors. It shows the indication of the colors of the replacement of the vinyl composition tile, along with the walls, accent walls that we will add colors. This particular side just happens to show a blue color on the accent. Our next slide is of the exterior. The lower right shows the plaza that we're proposing with the graphics de Zavala. That's the graphics I mentioned a moment ago that it's going through a variance review with the sign ordinance with the City of Dallas. To the left of the image, you'll see the electronic marquee that we're proposing. Our next slide is again another somewhat enlarged view of the plaza showing the de Zavala, showing proposed landscaping that we're proposing for the school, as well as the entry that we will be highlighting. The next slide is enlargement. We're also proposing to include the school motto graphics, which are unity, being proactive, persevere, and respect. And that's the quick overview of the renovations and proposed design features for the school. If there are any questions.
The question being asked, have parents and community had an opportunity to have input on what the proposed work should be or is? We've had several community meetings on campus, so parents have had an opportunity to speak their mind if they liked it, what was going on. So they've had some occasions to give input. I believe this one, Mr. Michael, what is the projected timeline?
Currently, the project has been released for bidding. We expect to present to the Board of Education in early fall, September. And we're hopeful that next summer we'll be able to begin and also have substantial completion by early summer of 2021.
Mhm. Next question, with the pandemic going on, will the kids still have to wear uniforms to school? Yes, we will still be in uniforms, same ones. Thank you for asking. So yes, we will be in uniforms. What building additions or remodeling is proposed with these funds? I believe that might be Mr. Michael. Again, the question, what building additions or remodeling is proposed with these funds?
Well, the renovations, we do not have an addition to your school. We do have the remodeling. And again, the remodeling part of the presentation would be complete new roof, a replacement of the HVAC system. So you basically get a new air conditioning heating system. We'll be doing painting, and we'll be doing exterior repairs to the stucco of the stucco building.
Okay, and I think this question, you might have answered it a little bit, but will repairs be made to the entire outside perimeter of the school?
Yes, we will. Yes, we'll be making repairs as part of the relifing of the exterior stucco. We will be making repairs, fixing cracks and any broken areas like that. Yes.
Thank you. What has the change in attendance over the last 5 years been? In the last 3-year trend, Zavala has gone up in numbers. So as of right now, Zavala is at 484. A year ago, it was at 456. And the year before that, I believe it was at 423. So Zavala's student attendance numbers have been slowly rising. And we're hoping to be able to keep those numbers and grow some more. So yes, that was a very good question. We're excited. Will the construction impact learning? Will students be displaced? Is that one Mr. Michael, Mr. Smith?
Yes, this is Don Smith. I just want to say thank you for being allowed to address the community this evening. Construction will not disperse the children. Our work will be conducted after the school lets out, and it'll be nights and weekends. It'll take longer, but will not affect the learning environment.
What precautions for workers are in place during the pandemic?
This is Don Smith again. We have COVID-19 policies and procedures in place. We're following what the state and the county has put forth. Also, we're following the CDC as well as OSHA. Each general contractor has to follow a COVID-19 preparedness and readiness program. They have to monitor each worker when they come to the job site. Their temperature is taken. They make sure that they have a face mask, that they have eye protection, and they have gloves. Now, they're also responsible for cleaning their workplace every day when they're finished. They're also responsible for cleaning their tools. And we have a safety manager, and they check these locations and make sure that they're abiding for that. Also, we have a hand washing station that they have to wash their hands. Anytime that they're in the workplace, they have to maintain the 6-foot distance. Anytime they're in the job trailer, they have to do the same thing. So basically what we're saying is each trade has to go to specific places within the building. We do not want them to congregate. We need to keep them separated by 6 feet.
I believe this one is for Mr. Michael, and it says, can you share more about the new entry and courtyard?
Yes, what we are proposing on doing is from, just a moment, let me go back, if it's okay, can I go back to, I believe one of the slides should be able to get me back to, from the aerial.
Ms. Bell, can we get him back to which slide did you need, Mr. Michael?
I was trying to go back to the aerial slide. I was trying to indicate the current entry point is off of Winnetka. However, we're proposing the entry point to be off of Noma Street. If I could use the slide here, currently the entry is off of Winnetka from the west side of the campus. What we're proposing is to have the new entry from Noma Street right here, if my cursor is not showing, if it's not showing, but that's right where the buildings adjoin with Anita Martinez. So from Noma Street on the north side, and on our slide, I guess to give a good point if my cursor is not working good, but it has a little red marker that says Lorenzo de Zavala Elementary School. That's the sidewalk where we're coming in. That's part of the new plaza that we've created. So that's where the new entry would be. Floor plan, I don't know if my cursor is picking it up, but on the left-hand side is the dark blue entry point. And this slide here also indicates the new entry point just beyond where we mentioned how the school motto as well as the graphic sign for Zavala.
Thank you, Mr. Michael. Next question. Is there any plans to reinstate Zavala as a Montessori school? Zavala is a Montessori school. This is year 3, and so we have a very strong Montessori that we're keep working on. So Zavala is still a Montessori school. Let's see. What funds are used for SPED students in this remodel? Funds are used for SPED students in this remodel. Is that maybe Mr. Michael? I believe this is from Bond 2015. So I don't think that this is SPED money at all.
Again, not to my knowledge. No, these are all still part of the 2015 bond funds.
Okay, so like stated before, this is 2015 bond money, and so all students will benefit, not just SPED. So we're getting all the work that's done is from that fund. Let's see. In education, are we going to set aside funds for students with special needs? I believe we use our money in our budgets for all students. On that one. Okay, number 8, I believe, Mr. Michael, this is for you. Is there any asbestos that will need to be done with proposed project?
Yes, we will have to mitigate a small limited amount of asbestos abatement. We discovered most of it is in the mastic on the roof, on the exterior. However, there are a couple of small areas of some floor tile, some old vinyl tile that the mastic is also. So it's very limited, but we will have to abate that.
Okay.
And that'll get done before any of the renovation happens.
Okay. Is the PTO or SBDM aware of the plans? Yes, they are. We have had meetings. We have talked about it at our programs, at our PTO, and our PTO president is quite aware of it. So yes, the answer to that is yes. Let's see. Will any funding go towards new programs, counseling or special education? Well, the funding that we've had has been for Montessori as far as just that track. So again, just to reiterate, all the money that's been going, that's going to go through to these updates is from Bond 2015, and no special ed money was spent on this. As far as the programming for SPED, it will continue same as we have. We have our 2 inclusion teachers that are working with our students. We have the push-in model and the pull-out model, depending on the needs of each individual student. So that remains the same. It hasn't changed. Let's see. Will building renovations impact the need to serve 6th grade students? We didn't do that before. Will it help the current situation? Portables. So we actually have enough room at Zavala to house our 6th graders. This will be our 2nd full year that we house them. We're going into our 3rd year. And so 6th graders have their own room, their own classrooms. The portables really we don't use for students. We're using them for our specials and our SPED. So like our music and our SPED teachers do work from there. So we really don't have any students in a classroom setting in a portable. So we're actually very equipped for our 6th grade students. All right. Those are the questions. So for those of you who just started, I believe that some of us just jumped on. So we're going to go ahead and repeat the presentation. And so, good evening. I'm Melissa Gonzalez. I'm the proud principal of Lorenzo de Zavala in West Dallas. We are a pre-K 3 through 6th grade campus with roughly 484 students. We have a foundational Montessori program on our campus. All our classes focus on delivering differentiated, high quality instruction for all students. We do focus on our social emotional development as well, because we believe that students should be well-rounded. We look at the whole child. So we do social emotional learning. Know that our LDZ staff is dedicated to students and continually being trained to have students' best interest in mind. That being said, I'm going to introduce my executive director, Dr. Elena Hill.
I'm sorry, I was on mute. My apologies. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. This is a very exciting night because we are able to bring to you some updates from the bond program for Zavala. We are going to restart the presentation so you can see what we have in store for the building, and you will have the opportunity to ask additional questions. Again, thank you so much for being here this evening. And with that, I'm going to turn it back to the team.
Now our architect, Mr. Michael, is going to take over and do the presentation.
Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez. Again, my name is Michael Johnson, the architect, and I'll start my slides off by doing a quick review synopsis of what we're planning for Lorenzo de Zavala Elementary School. Our work will be part of the 2015 bond program. Second slide, the presentation contents follows the projected long-range master plan from DISD. The renovation scope will include review of the site plan, roof plan, and renovation plan of the floor plans. We'll also show a few graphics of the interior as well as the exterior proposed upgrades. The interior upgrades will consist of, we will be replacing the vinyl composition floor tiles primarily in the corridors and limited areas of the classrooms. We will be replacing ceiling tiles in grid. We'll be replacing the interior classroom fluorescent lighting fixtures with new LED lighting fixtures. We will install a new fire alarm and new camera security system. And we will create a secure front vestibule for the campus. Exterior upgrades will include installing the new modified bitumen roof. It'll be a complete replacement of the roof. So in essence, you'll get a completely new roof. We'll also get new HVAC rooftop units, as well as interior AC fan units. We'll replace we'll be painting the exterior doors and window frames. We'll also be painting and repairing the broken stucco. This is the building, and it'll also receive a new coating, a new paint coating after all the repairs are taking place. We will install a new electronic marquee sign, and we will also install a new plaza with graphic letters. I will add to that, we're currently having the review with the City of Dallas signage ordinance that will be filing a variance to make this happen for the graphic letters for the new plaza. This slide indicates the overall aerial site of the campus. On the left-hand side of your screen, that would be North Winnetka, which is the west side of the campus. The top of the page is Noma Street, which constitutes the north side. And the right side is Conroe, which is borders the east side of the campus. On the screen, you see number 1 indicates the original Zavala school campus built in 1979. The yellow highlighted area that has number 2, that's the addition that occurred back in about, I think it was 89. And then the graphic 3 in the lower left-hand corner, that's of the Anita Martinez Rec Center. It's not part of the renovation, but it only shows as a anchor that is part of the Zavala campus. This is a floor plan of the entire Zavala campus. The orange highlighted areas are the floor areas that we're proposing to replace majority of the composition tile. The areas in blue are of the entry areas that we're proposing to replace that with terrazzo flooring. This interior graphic here is indication of one of the corridor shots of the corridor with the highlighted floor colors. Also the area to the left, that's one of the accent walls we're proposed to paint throughout the school off of the corridors. This is the exterior, one of the exterior graphics that we've done, or renderings we've done of the plaza. And like I mentioned a moment ago, the letters Zavala, again, it'll go through a review with the signage ordinance with City of Dallas. And also to the left of the slide, you'll see the electronic marquee of Lorenzo Zavala. The next slide just highlights a little more of the plaza, and the doors in the background, that indicates the new entry we're proposing from Noma Street. The next slide is an enlargement again of the plaza, but I wanted to highlight that we're going to put a focus on the school motto of unity, being proactive, persevere, and respect. And that concludes the overview of what we're planning for the renovations.
Thank you, Mr. Michael. We do have another question. Can you speak to technology improvements, science lab, etc.? So we're very excited. Dr. Hill might have a little bit more information about this, but we are getting, we're on the list, and hopefully this fall, I believe we're getting 70-inch monitors in our classrooms. So that's exciting. We're also we're getting some more technology. We're getting some iPads for little babies or kindergartners, and we're getting some laptops for our upper grades. So we're working on getting more technology into the classroom. So that's definitely something that the district is working with us on. And so yes, we are going to get more technology. The timeline for that is this fall. We are getting the monitors that are going to go into the classroom. And then we are also getting this fall, we're getting some more laptops and iPads. And so the district is working with our campus to make sure that we have the appropriate technology that is needed for our students. So it will start this fall as we get the more technology in the classrooms and for the students.
And I'll repeat the timeline. The project has currently been released for bidding. We expect to go to the Board of Education early fall, around September. And we're hopeful that if everything goes okay, everything gets approved, we can get a contractor started before the end of the year. That would be late fall, maybe early winter this year. And we expect next year, summer of 2021, to have completion, substantial completion.
Are there any plans for playground improvements?
We have not addressed any upgrades of the playground improvements. No, not with the scope of work. Again, if I'm following the questions about the timeline again, the project has been released. It was just released to the public construction industry for bidding. We expect to go to Board of Education early fall, September. Upon approval, we're hopeful that we can get started by the end of the year, late fall, maybe early winter. And we're hopeful that we will have completion, substantial completion, summer of next year of 2021.
We have a question. Will money funds be allocated for counselors and/or support counseling program at Zavala? Well, we do have our counselor. So she is Miss Slack. She works with and develops, and it's developing our counseling program. So we do have a counselor. We are working with the SEL learning. And so, yes, we do have our counselor, and she continues to work every year. So, yes. Thank you for that question. Let's see. Trustee Johnson, I believe. Mr. Johnson, would you like to speak?
Yes, if you could give me a moment, I'm getting everything together so I can speak, but thank you. Give me a few moments. Thank you.
Yes, sir, of course. Security updates outside or just inside? I believe that's you, Mr. Michael.
Yes, it's part of the new security system. It will be both inside and outside. We'll have new cameras on the exterior of the building, as well as we'll have interior cameras, as well as we will be securing our entry doors. Card readers, they'll have to be buzzed in, or at least let in from someone on the inside from the administration.
Mr. Michael, if you could go ahead and just remind everyone about safety precautions that are going to be taken for students during construction, please.
Yes, we will, like all the ISD projects, it starts with the contractors. They will go through and their extensive badging and meet all of the ISD requirements for all of their workers. The other safety precautions, as it relates to some of the current, issues that they will follow all of the DISD requirements for COVID-19 as it relates to construction for that. But all of the contractors have to go through the safety and the safety badging program that DISD has initiated, and we don't see any different here in terms of absolving them from following all of those rules and guidelines. But everyone has to go through all of the badging to meet all the requirements, all of the employees.
This is Don Smith. Let me elaborate a little more, Michael. You did a good job on that. Thank you. Safety is priority one with our construction group and everybody related to the bond program. We make sure that the students, number one, and the staff are taken care of properly, that we make sure that there is no harm's way. If we're doing any roof work, we will get with the principal and her staff to ensure that there are no children in any of the areas underneath the roof where we're working. And typically we like to do the roof work later in the day so that none of that, the tar pot and all of those things are nowhere around where the children and the students can get to. So we go the extra mile. We have a full-time safety manager that, and he has a staff with him that will go and look at all the job sites to ensure that we're following all the rules and regulations. So anytime that you have an issue, feel free to call me or Kevin Williams, the project manager on this project. We'll be more than happy to look at it, analyze it, and take care of it. That's our job.
Hello, Trustee Johnson. Trustee Johnson, hello.
Okay, I can hear you now. I'm sorry.
Okay, good.
How you guys doing? Hey, I'm learning the technology.
We understand.
I want to thank everyone for being on a phone call. Forgive me for my lateness. I was in a meeting earlier with Dr. Hinojosa and the other two Black trustees concerning our recently Black Lives Matter resolution that we are doing. But this is a great moment for District 5. I know Zavala school is right down the street from the church that I pastor, and is very important to the community in West Dallas. So I'm like I said, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard from our leaders, and so we want this event to be not just an exciting event for our schools with the bond, getting ready to happen, new renovations, getting ready to take place, and etc. I want this to be also a safe moment for our kids. And I was listening a few minutes ago concerning the safety measures that we're going to take to make sure that our babies are safe. I want to make sure that our community is well informed and all questions all questions will be answered. All questions will be answered that's needed. I'm big on transparency when it comes to the community. I'm a community guy myself, and so want to be completely transparent, completely accountable to the community. This is a big deal for the West Dallas community and the District 5. We have a lot of things going on in District 5, and one of the things I promised is to turn around when I ran for this seat. And so we postponed the meeting last week because the community was not aware of it. And so I want to make sure that the community was aware and our stakeholders were aware. And when they called to say, hey, we got a problem, we want to be involved, and we just getting to know what's going on. I reached out to administration, and they postponed and pushed it back to today. So thank you to administration, those that made that change for me, so I can continue to make good on my word that I gave to our District 5 community. So thank you so much. And if there are any ongoing questions, please feel free to email me at maxiejohnson at dallasisd.org. And I will do my very best to get the answers for you. But I'm excited about what's going on. We have across the street, down the way, if I can say it like that, we have Kingston from the ground and West Dallas community. You know how hard we fought together to make that happen. And so this is a great moment in District 5 and a lot of things we have going on. So I'm excited. I don't want to start calling names because then I miss somebody, but they know who they are. The community knows who they are. Thank you so much. And thank you to Dallas ISD administration for doing a job well done concerning our community and for our Black and brown kids. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Trustee Johnson.
Thank you, Trustee Johnson. And please know that any questions that any parent, community member, stakeholder have, they can definitely go to www.dallasisd.org/bond2015 questions. Definitely go there. Also, Zavala, we have our Facebook at LDZ West Dallas. Please go. We've been doing a lot of communication with parents there. That's where we go to post everything that's new. Our district website also, we're updating that anytime we have any new information. We're also on Twitter at LDZ Principal and at LDZ Eagles as well, Instagram too. So we're all over the place. So please, community, know that we are here. We are ready to answer any question you have. Because our kids come first, and that's what it's about at Lorenzo de Zavala. And I know that we're getting a lot of things are changing, but you know what? We're still here and we're still committed. So definitely questions, comments, suggestions, and also parents, don't forget to fill out your return to school survey because we need that information. We really are working hard. DISD is working hard. The campuses are working hard to make sure we plan correctly for all our students. And the only way we can do that is that we come together and we have all the information. And so please don't hesitate to communicate any of your campuses, any of your leaders, because that's what we're here for. We're here to make DISD stronger and prouder. And any help is more than appreciated. So know that LDZ is here for West Dallas people. So please, if you have any questions, let us know. We're going to continue to be here. And I'm excited.
And just a reminder to everyone that a video of tonight's meeting is going to be shared on the website as well as YouTube. And so if you know of anyone that wasn't able to join in this evening, they can also access the video there, and then can direct questions to our trustee, of course, and to the school, to Principal Gonzalez or myself, and we'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have.
Thank you everyone for joining us. And we will see you around at a Dallas ISD campus.